Underwater ship hull cleaning and propeller polishing work are a process that helps ship owner, manager, shipper, chatterer, and responsibility senior superintendent to optimize ship maintaining. Hull and all underwater parts smooth and free from various forms of marine life, biofouling buildup, and residue, saving of fuel. Scheduled removal of calcareous buildup also reduces likelihood of corrosion and pitting. Any additional friction between hull and water will require more power to accelerate the ship, thus burning more fuel. It also affects the ship's speed and maneuverability. One of the biggest expenses operating a motor ship is the cost of fuel, and with current gas prices, keeping the hull and the propeller surfaces smooth is a money-saving measure via underwater ship hull cleaning/propeller polishing process of underwater vessel. Hull cleaning and propeller polishing has to be done very carefully to avoid any damage to the hull surface and is best done by professional experienced divers. While cleaning the hull, it is important to use special tools because underwater hull cleaning removes a minimal amount of anti-fouling paint, and if too much of this layer is removed, the toxic biofouling paint is released into the water and damages marine environment. Team of divers carry out the underwater ship hull cleaning and propeller polishing under the experienced divers apply gentle pressure to avoid creating a cloud of paint. Not all hull surfaces are the same, so it is important to recognize how to deal in each particular case. Uses tools and materials that provide both safe and professional results, such as soft sponges to prevent abrasion when cleaning painted surfaces, and soft nylon when cleaning rotary brush machinery, and only use harder abrasion cleaning pads when it comes to removal of hard growth. Hard brushes and stainless steel pads are used exclusively on unpainted metal areas. If ship's hull is not dirty, it is recommended only to clean the waterline, propeller, and running gear. All old zinc anode replacements are recycled and never left in the ocean. Perhaps one of the most important and perhaps overlooked advantages of scheduled underwater hull cleaning of ship is keeping suction grates unclogged, improving the flow of water to the machinery while reducing pump wear together with divers' experience and tools. Expert divers and technicians perform photographic hull inspections and surveys, backed by full CCTV and DVD footage, to technical reports, provided a detailed assessment of general hull condition, the state of paint coating, cathodic protection, and any damage to steel surfaces and appendages. Inspections are an invaluable aid for classification society in class surveys, sale and purchase, and planning for dry dock work. The underwater propeller cleaning, multi-stage micro-polishing of all surfaces, and the maintenance of the smooth surfaces is vital in order to save energy and optimize the performance of the ship. Improvement of vessel's performance. The rough propeller leads to power loss, which can be up to 6%, as well as an increase of fuel consumption. The propeller blades function as a spoiler. The development of thrust that they generate is a result of flow around the blade. As the propeller turns, the blades generate a pressure difference in the water, pushing the ship forward or backwards, depending on the way that the propeller turns, as well as the pitch of the blades. There are fixed pitch propellers and variable pitch propellers. An important problem in shipping is the increase of roughness to the ship's propeller. As the fuel consumption and the emission of gaseous pollutants in the environment is increased and significant losses are caused to the propulsion system. There are several factors which are responsible for increasing the roughness of the propeller and which act together achieving a reduction in the smoothness of the propeller. These factors are marine pollution, underwater fouling, algae, and marine elements that accumulate on the surface of the propeller. From its structure, the propeller has a rougher surface, while an important role also plays the origin of the material, the deposition of calcium carbonate. After a short time in the water, the propeller develops a hard, rough carbonate layer, which is produced as a product of the cathodic protection system of the ship. The bare metal of the propeller becomes the cathodic region, and layers of calcium carbonate are created, which on one hand protect the metal and on the other hand create great roughness. The corrosion of the metal. The propeller is subject to both chemical and electrochemical corrosion, since almost all of them are without some coating and unpainted. Besides, the marine environment is a very good corrosive agent. The hydrodynamic cavitation. This occurs by the turbulence of the fluid. Steam bubbles are created there where the fluid pressure falls below the vapor pressure. The pressure rises round the bubbles, which break and impair the surface of the propeller. Mechanical damage from collision with objects that can be found at sea. Performing, therefore, propeller polishing, significant advantages are presented over the ever-growing subsea pollution. The advantages are increase and improvement of vessel's performance, reduced fuel consumption up to 6%, CO2 emission reduction of gases in the marine environment, increase of vessels, reduction of unwanted vibrations due to cavitation, stress reduction of the propeller axis and the vessel's machinery. The propeller and rudder are cleaned simultaneously to further enhance the performance of the vessel, increased reliability, expansion of vessel's maintenance cycles. Most often it is customary to make the underwater propeller smoothing in dry dock, i.e., over approximately 5 to 4 years, which is a long time period to be able to say as that the propeller has maximum hydrodynamic efficiency. The underwater cleaning of the propeller presents more benefits compared to the execution of the corresponding works via dry docking. Underwater propeller polishing Kalamatothi process is usually conducted within 1-2 working hours, while the ship is at the berth, thus saving both cost and docking time. Also, performing the polishing of the propeller underwater represents a faster process because of its natural lubrication of the liquid element, a process that has lasting and better results. Furthermore, underwater propeller polishing may be performed parallel with the underwater hull cleaning. After the procedure, high-quality photographic material is presented with data before and after the polishing. The more often that the ship's propeller is cleaned and polished, the more money is saved due to the reduction of fuel consumption, up to 6% of fuel consumption. Therefore, the cost is outweighed for the underwater propeller cleaning and brings profit. Also, another profitable alternative is the combination of underwater propeller cleaning, UW propeller polishing, with the underwater hull cleaning and general inspection of the ship, which brings even greater economic benefit.